Welcome to Free Your Mind Reviews. This is Chris Johnson with a review of Hearts Beat Loud. Let me just start off by saying one thing I love about the last summer season was, even when the big movies disappointed, you had this great run of great small indie dramas that were very character based as opposed to these outlandish plot points and these big moments of oh my god, but just films that were about people that felt real, about what they felt, about what they think, about what their life is like. And I love those type of films. I love making those type of films. I love watching those type of films. And those type of films sometimes it's, most of the time actually, they really inspire me with the idea that I need to keep going, I need to keep working, I need to keep writing, keep filming, keep making Free Your Mind films the best that it can possibly be. Last year had a lot of that with Patty Cakes and Good Time and Ingrid Goes West. Those are the examples. So even when the big movies like The Mummy or Alien Covenant for me disappointed, I still had those little dramas that would just come out of nowhere. Wind River, another one, and they would just come out of nowhere and really satisfy me on a heartfelt level, on an intellectual level, on a filmmaking level, to let me know this is why you do it, this is why you want to do it, this is why you love this, keep going. And so far, I've had this summer already with Hereditary and First Reformed and Disobedience was very good. And now with Hearts Beat Loud, out of all these films, this one may be the most in my wheelhouse as, Christopher Johnson, director of Free Your Mind Films, because it feels so real. It feels like people that people that you walk past on the street and their stories and their life. And it was just it's such a beautiful story to behold and just enjoy. So Hearts Beat Loud is about a father played by Nick Offerman who wants to do, he wants to make a band with his daughter, played by Kiersey Clemons, before she goes to college to try and be a doctor. And she's like, I don't want to be in a band with my dad. Like, get out of here. But then they make a great song and it gets on Spotify, and this the story is basically about how they react to what they just did in that art. And I think one of the big reasons this one really registered with me is the fact that they're artists. The fact that some of us may not make it. Even though we have all the talent in the world, we may not make it. And, that scares me. That really does. I'll be honest with you. That really scares me. The idea of loving movies and loving to make movies, and then I get older, I get to that point where I'm like, oh my god, it didn't happen. Which is kind of where Nick Offerman's character is at. And he doesn't want that for his daughter, but then it's also the question of what does she want? Because she has music in her blood. She got it from him, she got it from her mother. And, the mother casts a big shadow over the film and how they feel about life, how they feel about what they want, how they feel about each other. And, it's so interesting to see two people who so obviously love each other more than life itself, and both love music more than life itself, and how they struggle and how they react to what they actually want and what they actually feel about everything around them. What does life want of me? What does fate want of me? And should I listen to fate, or should I just go for what I really want? And am I sure about what I really want in this life? I may love music, but is it for me to create? I may love medicine, but is it in me to heal? And those are questions I ask myself every day. I love film, but is it my destiny to make them? Or is it just my destiny to sit back and enjoy? But then the thing you have to ask yourself too is, how does the actual creating of the work make you feel? Does it matter as much what other people say about your work? Is what the question they have to ask themselves in this movie. Or is it more important what your work says about you for you? What your work is to you therapeutically? Because there's always gonna be days where you're down. Maybe you feel like nobody likes your work. Maybe you feel like you don't have the right to be a filmmaker or a musician or a painter or a wrestler or any type of art form in this planet. But then you have to start thinking about, what does it mean to you before anything else? What does it mean to you? Because the first time when you have a story, whether it's with a camera or a typewriter, pen to paper, whatever, it's about you and that story. What did this story mean for you? What does this story do for you? And should you silence yourself just because maybe other people don't see the same as you with that story? Maybe other people think you are not as good. Should you listen to that? Those are the questions that came through my mind while watching Hearts Beat Loud. And with these really terrific performances with these actors who just feel so at ease in these characters and so at ease in this world and what they're doing and what they're saying and what they're feeling. And it was just beautiful to see people that I really felt that I knew in this movie and in this work. And here's an element that I was actually really surprised about. This movie actually has one of the best love stories I've ever seen too. And it's not a love story movie. It's like, that's not the main purpose of the film, but there's a relationship between the daughter and her girlfriend. And it's just such a beautiful, such a lovely, such a positive relationship. And I know this is funny coming from me because all the relationships in my movies, they're dark, they're gritty, somebody's gonna die. But with this movie and this relationship, it felt so perfectly as this is the person that she needed in her life right here, right now, before anybody else. This is who she needed. Not just wanted, not just loved, not just desired, truly, truly needed. And the chemistry between her and the actress who plays the girlfriend, Sasha Lane, is just absolutely amazing. And it's no surprise to find out that they're friends in real life, because you can really buy the look in their eyes that they have for each other, the love that they have for each other, just as much as you can buy the love that the father and the daughter have for each other. This is just one of those big, surprise, wow, that was great, this is why I go to the movies type stories that I just adore. It was a really beautiful, really tight, really well written, really well directed. In terms of the directing, it was like, I'm not gonna get in the way with the actors. We're just gonna observe. We're gonna watch. We're gonna help tell the best story we could possibly tell right here, right now. I'm not gonna get in the way. We're here to observe, and it was just a beautiful movie. And I have to say, the music, which is mostly original stuff, and with the actors singing, fantastic work. Fantastic work. You really know you're engrossed in a movie. You really know you are one with the movie when the music of the film gives you such a rise, such a feeling of fulfillment and brilliance of, yes, get it done, do it, you can do this. That type of feeling that you feel for these characters, and hopefully in turn you feel for yourself, especially if you're an artist like these characters. So definitely, if it's near you, especially if you got that movie pass like I do, go see Hearts Beat Loud. Do it, do it, do it. This is Chris Johnson for Free Your Mind Reviews. Have a good one.